Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a very exciting unboxing video to share with you guys. All of this stuff was sent for me to check out and share with you guys on my channel by PVK Vegas. I am certain that many of you know exactly who that is. That is a retailer that you should absolutely add to your rotation if you check multiple retailers often. PVK Vegas is one of those retailers where I have many times, not just once or twice, but many times found hidden gems. In fact, I mention them often. Only now, though, do I have an affiliate program with them. So I really, really happy to add them to the list of awesome retailers that you guys should be checking out down in my description. So make sure that you take the time to do that. I will link these items individually at PVK Vegas. I think one of them is at least is an exclusive, so you guys can check them out individually, but it's worth checking out the retailer in general because they have a lot of great stuff. They carry a lot of USA stuff too, which is really cool. Thanks again to PVK for sending this stuff in for me to take a look at. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, we're going to go ahead here, and they've I wanted to put some of their stickers out there. We're going to go ahead and open a bunch of this stuff. We have some inexpensive stuff, and we've definitely got some more expensive stuff. I'm initially interested in this guy. I've been asked so many times, why don't you ever show ballad songs, right? I don't ever ask for them because they're generally not knives that I'm interested in. But this one said mini ballet on it, so yeah, we'll see. Terrain 365 is definitely, I own one of these knives in their Terravantium. The dendritic cobalt steel. Oh, it's literally a mini balisong. Okay. This will be the very first. Look at that. It's the exact same blade as on the. Does this lock back? Oh, does it go like this? Does it go like this? How does the thing come back? I'm not a balisong person. Oh, it does. It locks back in. Cool. Okay. So this is a teeny tiny little balisong made out of Terravantium, which is pretty cool. Dendritic cobalt. It's not actually steel. It cannot corrode at all. Why are you not a balisong person? I just never really got into them. But I've got one now that I can at least play with. So I have no idea how much this is. Given that this is Terrain 365, even though it is small, right? I understand for some people it's hard. Small knife equal big money? How come small knife? Because I understand that's hard for some people, but because of what this is and who it's made by, right? It is, going to be more expensive, I think, than some people might guess. I honestly don't know, though, right? I'm just basing it off what I know about the company. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was not aware that they were doing a tiny balisong. I knew that they had a larger one, but I didn't know about the smaller one. So, okay. That'll be there. We have, this doesn't actually say anything on it. So what do we have here? Is this the, what is this? I remember the HEA, it makes me think of the Chief. Is that what it is? I think maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. Titanium frame lock. I feel like I have reviewed this knife. It's a nice one, definitely. We have some carbon fiber on the front. Really nice carbon fiber on the front. That looks excellent. We have what I can only assume is an M390 blade because that's generally what they use. Titanium frame lock, steel lock bar insert, travel and over travel. Steel lock bar insert and over travel. Is that what I said? Can't remember. Front flipper, and then you have the little opening hole there, opening rectangle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, nice. Milled clip. I am almost certain that I have reviewed that one. But, I appreciate that. This is the one I think is their exclusive. Yeah. The SBR, it's a CPM 3V blade. This is a Les George. I have definitely reviewed the SBR. PVK Vegas, if you did not know, has multiple exclusives in 3V. In fact, some of their exclusives, I'm pretty sure they did a ProTech Malibu that went almost completely under the radar for a lot of people. They did it in 3V. But they also have, for example, the ProTech SBR, which is a super powerful, tiny auto. I love this. I love this. I'm a huge Les George fan. I love the SBR. I love that ProTech did the SBR. And I love that it's in 3V. These are made in the United States. We have 3 separate areas of texturing here, which is just beautiful. This is awesome. So far, this is my favorite thing in the bunch by a landslide. I am, oh man, they kick so hard. It's so satisfying to have. Number one, I mean, Les George's aesthetic and ergonomic profile, even though this is a finger where I can't get a full grip on it. I know people say, you normally gripe about that. His profile, the ergonomic profile, is very, very good. The lock-in is very good. The jimping, unlike the real thing, and I mean, when I say the real thing, I mean the SBR that's actually made by Les George. The jimping on the ProTech version is actually functional, which is fantastic. But this version is automatic, and having something small that kicks that hard on deployment is just very satisfying. So I was just wiping off something that looked initially like a scratch on the blade, but it was just debris. But having 3V, I think, is very, very cool. I love that. Really awesome. Very happy with that one. Then we have some real steel, probably some less expensive stuff. We have the Solus Light. Okay. Let's take a look. My most recent, as of the time of this video, actually, my most recent purchase, personal purchase, that I paid full price for and had no help from PVK, it was actually from PVK Vegas. By this time, you guys, you may have seen it already, but okay, here we go. Is this a slip joint? Oh, it's one of those. That's right. So, this is not the first time that I have handled one of the real steel slip joint knives that has this. This is why I like these. It's the same thing that I pointed out with the other one. Not only does it have a distinct half stop or mid stop, it's not even halfway. It's at an angle. Why is this important? Number one, all of these, the open position snap, very satisfying. The mid stop or half stop area, solid, very distinct. It's there. It's not wiggling around. And then down in the closed position, snap, right? Got a medium, I don't know, I'd call that about medium pull. The reason this is good is because after you're finished cutting, what I naturally do with a lot of these is I do this to close it, right? Now, my finger was a little too close, so it was a bad example. Normally what I do is but when the mid stop or half stop is at 90 degrees, it slams that cutting edge into your index finger. And on more than one occasion with these style knives, I've accidentally cut myself trying to close it. The reason you want a distinct half stop or mid stop is so that you have an opportunity to, your senses pick up on that's where it's stopping right there. I need to turn the knife and then close it, right? But what makes these even better is that it stops here instead of at 90 degrees or much closer to your index finger. Very cool. Like that one. Can't imagine that's horribly expensive. This one is, come on now, Solus Light, carbon fiber inlay, and satin, and this is a PVK exclusive as well, okay? So this one's going to have carbon fiber. Let's take a look here. It's thoroughly in there. Okay, flat and shiny looking carbon fiber. Not my favorite looking carbon fiber, but it's all right. I think, is this solid or is it a laminate? I think it's actually a laminate, which would make sense for this company. But this is also in D2, which tells me that it's also in an inexpensive territory. So depending on the price, I'm going to guess with real steel, the price is reasonable. At that point, it's really hard for me to complain, right? With the laminate thing. So if you like this aesthetic, it looks like it comes in more of a, kind of an army tactical aesthetic, or, your knife enthusiast aesthetic. But either way, the best thing about these, they are ergonomic. It has a nice, I'm going to call this a sheep's, maybe you call this Warncliffe, I don't know. But it's a nice EDC profile where the nose of the blade is pointed down, which I like for general day-to-day cuts, draw cuts, things like that. You can get your index finger up here. Nice blade profile, good materials, right? Considering this is inevitably a budget knife. I don't even know what the price is, but I can tell it's going to be a budget knife, right? And because it's real steel, I'm sure that the price is reasonable. So yeah, good. Good pocket clip too. Nice aesthetic. Okay, very cool. All of this stuff is individually available at PVK. Thank you so much to PVK for sending in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I may have already reviewed this, but at least I'd say at least 3 knives that I'm going to be reviewing on the channel. So make sure that you check out these knives at PVK or PVK in general. I mean, this is the actual ratio. Like the number of times that I go there and the number of times that I buy something, it's literally like 25%. Every time I have to stop myself and go, do I want to visit this website? Because I end up buying something almost every single time. I love scrolling back through the pages at PVK because there's always stuff that somebody missed or that people missed in general. There's just not a lot of people. There's not enough people that traffic PVK, and so I'm always finding really, really cool stuff there. People ask me all the time, where did you find this? How did you find it? A lot of times it's legitimately at PVK, and I'm casually just going over there and seeing what they have listed as new, or going back 10 to 20 pages just to see what other people missed. It's fun. That's the type of stuff I like to do, so I'd invite you to do that as well. Like I said, links down below. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.